Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Garden State Athletic Network as we bring you coverage from Hirschfield Park in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, of this afternoon's game between the Pompton Lakes Cardinals and the visiting Cresskill Cougars. John Kovach along with John Rickard here in the booth in Cardinal Country. Coach, we've got two teams trying to get something rolling here. Cresskill coming in off a tough loss. They were tied with Glen Rock at the half, gave up two late scores, one on a trick play, and fall 34-21. Meanwhile, Pompton Lakes holds on to win a thriller that I had the privilege of being here for last week, where North Arlington gets into red zone, gets a play called back, gets back into red zone, but as they do it, time expires. They take a timeout home with them, and Pompton Lakes holds on for the 14-12 win, their first of the season. They're 1-1 coming in.
And when we were down at the field talking to both head coaches, you could tell they're both excited about this game. Both coaches have a lot of respect for the other team. This is going to be a great game here today. Both teams are excited. They want their players to show up here today. We both talked about with the coaches, weather, a little warm today, John. Both were worried about some cramping, trying to take precautions, maybe rotate some guys in a little earlier. But this is going to be a good football game here today.
I'm trying to find a silver lining in the sunny day, which seems a weird thing to say, but last night when I was at the game in Parsippany, where visiting Pequannock beat Parsippany 34-6, lots of cramping in the third quarter. Both coaches expressed concerns on it. You want the kids to start hydrating Monday, Tuesday at the latest, and they don't do that.
Yeah.
And last week was a cool week, and we had a lot of cramping here in the third quarter. I'm hoping it's hot enough today that they do remember to take that drink when they come off the field.
Yeah, it's definitely a little warmer today. I think, temperature at game time is going to be around 81, 82. So it's been in the 70s. It's going to be a little warm. Coaches have told their kids, but once again, they're high school kids, and, hydrating all the time really isn't really what they do. But I'm sure the coaches both preached it today. Hopefully we can avoid that.
Land of the free, the home of the Cardinals. The message on the banner that the Cardinals just ran through carrying the American flag in this week when we remember the events of September 11th, 2001. I do love that entryway.
It is great, and we talked about the band walking from the high school down before. They got the Cardinal up in the end zone, them running out. So a lot of tradition here in Pompton, a lot of tradition, and they keep with it.
In talking to Coach Justin Jones, one of the things that struck me was the community involvement in this program. We're going to break now to listen to the national anthem, and then we'll pick up that conversation here on the Garden State Athletic Network.
Drum majors Titus Diona and Noah Shazat, and under the direction of Mr. Kevin Schauschmidt.
The national anthem played by the Pompton Lakes High School Marching Band. And now we'll get to the coin toss at halftime. Coach, we were talking about how deep the community ties are in this Pompton Lakes program.
Yeah, and we talked to the coach, and he's only, I believe he said, the 6th coach in the last 35 years here. Went from Jared Luciani, a good friend of mine who's the president of board education here. His dad was Gary. Scott Mahoney, both of those guys won state championships. Coach Luciani won one with Justin Jones being his quarterback and linebacker in 1997. They beat Westwood 7-6. Coach was also told us about he made the 2-point stop, so Westwood went for 2, and the quarterback linebacker Justin Jones made the big stop to win that state championship. But when that happens in a community and you get guys that went to school there, played there, now they're back here coaching, it just means a little more to them. It really does.
This number blew me away. In the last 35 years at Pompton Lakes High School, the head coach has always been a graduate of Pompton Lakes High School. That just amazes me.
Yeah, and that when you talk about community and giving back and taking care of your own, and everybody's qualified here, but that's important to them. Jared Luciani, who I worked with, I coached with for a few years, he's back here as the president of the Board of Education. So when those kind of things happen, and his dad was the football coach here for many years, won a state championship, that's what it's about. And you see these traditions, walking a half a mile with the band from the school to the stadium, the team marching in, you see the Cardinal there, you see families setting up their tents here, a little tailgating outside. This is what it's all about here. This is high school football at its best. I don't care what group it's at. This is what towns need.
I said this last week, I'm going to steal it from myself. Natural grass field, concrete field house, Saturday afternoon football. This is high school football.
I agree.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by the North Jersey Bucks. Let's give a big shout out to the North Jersey Bucks, led by Ryan Donahue. The Bucks are making a major impact in our community, serving more than 300 kids through basketball and soccer. They're even partnering with the National Football League this upcoming season. Ryan and his team are dedicated to creating opportunities for young athletes across North Jersey. The Bucks aren't just about sports. They're about family, growth, and giving kids a place to chase their dreams. Thank you to Ryan Donahue and the North Jersey Bucks for investing in the future of our youth. Cresskill will receive.
Number 4, Raiden Gelatini will kick off for the Cardinals. Back deep for the Cougars, number 11, Xavier Pensa, and number 28, Joey Connolly.
Deep kick is fielded by Joe Connolly, who's in everything for Cresskill, and gets a nice return, gets it out past the 30 to put the Cougars in business, 1st and 10.
And Coach Aiello told us 28 is their do-everything kind of guy, so it starts right there with the kickoff. He's back on kickoff, returning it, and does have a nice return to start Cresskill up.
Dropped the shoulder at the end to pick up another couple of yards. They officially give him the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Cougars are in white with black pants, black and yellow striping, black helmets with yellow marking. The Cardinals in what else? Cardinal, white cardinal on the helmet, white accents on the uniforms. Motion and a quick pass across the middle. That too, Joe Connolly again. Connolly catches it and picks up, we'll call it 12, 1st and 10 for Cresskill at the 45.
Coach was very honest with him. He's there do everything. Opening kickoff returns. First pass was to him for a 1st down. Excited to watch him play here today, John.
You and me both. 11:30 to go. Handoff to Dylan Lamb. And Lamb with decent yardage on that, picks up about 5. He'll brings up 2nd and 4 at the Pompton Lakes 49.
Makes it easy for the head coach. You get 5 yards on first down, 2nd and 5, 2nd and a long 4. That's a nice down to call a play here.
You're on schedule. 2 receivers each side. Snap, handoff across to Max Reiner. Reiner loses all that yardage. That's going to be a loss of almost 6. Now it's 3rd and 10. Now you're in the exact opposite situation.
Coach Jones excited about that play. They knew they needed a play there, and their defense came up with it.
It's 3rd down.
10:30 to go in this first half. Snap to Lewin. He drops straight back. Good protection. Rolls to his right, trying to find somebody. Lofts it to Justin So, and So gets enough yardage to move the chains. 1st and 10 for Cresskill at the Pompton Lakes 41 with 10:10 and the clock running here in the first quarter.
Great play by quarterback Jake Lewin there, just buying that extra 2nd or 2, letting that guy come clear, and he did a great job on a scramble. He just kind of turned it upfield, got a big first down there on 3rd and 9.
A lot of touch on that pass, a lot of protection by the line on that play. That gave him the time to get creative with it. 2 backs and the slot to the left. Snap to Lewin, drops back again. He's looking deep. He's got a man open and overthrows it. That was So again, open. Pass just a little too far. You're going to take the shot, do it on 1st and 10 in your opponent's territory.
And I'll tell you what, when you see the quarterback rolling to his left and throwing from a righty, that was a nice ball that he put there, was catchable right there. So that's never the right way to go when you're a righty quarterback rolling left. So he did a great job, swung his hips around, and that was a catchable ball too.
2nd and 10 from the Pompton Lakes 41. Inverted slot to the left. 2 backs, 1 lined up as a fullback in the backfield. They're going to fake to the right, play the overload. But Dylan Lamb gets sniffed out early. He's going to lose about a yard, and we've got a player down for Pompton Lakes.
That was Lopez on the tackle, Sebastian Lopez, and Coach spoke about him before the game, and great fill over there, great tackle, got him down and sets up another 3rd and 10, which, Pompton was in last time. We'll see if they bring a little more pressure this time on the quarterback.
Gabriel Arequipa right back up on his feet. He's walking it off. He wants to go back to the huddle, which they're not going to let him do. Mandatory playoff if they have to stop the clock for you. Moving pretty well.
John, big play here, too. We'll see if this is 4-down territory by the play that they call here, if they're thinking 2 plays to get 10 yards, or if they're going to try to get it here on 3rd down.
9:29 left in the first quarter. 3rd and 10 at the Pompton Lakes 41 for Cresskill. There was a shift, and it's going to be illegal motion on the Cougars. Will back them up 5, make it a 3rd and 15.
Even a little tougher here. So let's take a look at where 28 Conley is this play. Seems like he's their guy here in the 3rd and 15. Early first quarter here.
I might go right back to that where they motioned him in and sent him across the middle. Instead, he's the Y. He's the X receiver to the top side, lined up off the ball. Lots of moving around, movement again. What's happening here is Pompton Lakes is shifting its defensive front. They're getting somebody on the Cresskill line to react to that, and we've had back-to-back illegal motion penalties by the Cougars. Now we're at 3rd and 20.
And we'll see if this changes the Pompton defensive package. They play a little more zone, keep it in front of him, or put a little more pressure on. But let's keep an eye on 28 also, Conley.
Lewin back to pass, rolls to his right, sets, throws. It's off the hands of Fabian. It falls incomplete, brings up 4th and 20.
And they were running to Conley there. That's who they were going to. So, you know, you always want to look players, not plays. It's always players. And they went to him, was defended, and, you know, we know about him, Coach knows about him, and so does Coach Jones. So they had 28 covered over there, almost an interception, force a punt on 4th and 20.
So Cresskill, a drive that started so promisingly, will punt. Lewin back to punt. Low snap, catch between his legs. He's overwhelmed, rolls to his left. He's looking to make something happen. Long ball, he's got a receiver, and it all alone, it goes through his hands. Amari Robinson had the first down and then some.
Wow.
I guess if I'm Cresskill and I'm looking for a positive, it minimized the damage because they almost lost another 15, 20 yards on that.
And what a play by the punter, John, to not only get that ball under pressure and then throws a dart there, hits him in the hands, would have been a first down. So, you know, very impressive play by there. But
honestly, that was the best pass Lewin has thrown. That was a great pass. Rolling to his left. So now Pompton Lakes has withstood that storm, and they take over at midfield, 1st and 10, with 8:22 left in the first quarter here at Hirschfield Park in Pompton Lakes. Traditional I with a slot to the left.
Yep. Jumped early on the left side of the offensive line.
That's going to bring up 1st and 15 from the Pompton Lakes 45.
Justin Ungst over there, you could see him tapping his chest. Coach praised him before the game, one of the captains on Pompton. Big tackle, just a little excited there, moving a little early. And as a coach, you never want to be in 1st and 15. So see what play they run here.
First and 15. They're in the gun, 2 backs is Pompton Lakes. Handoff going across. And a scrum pushing forward. Radon Geladani picks up where he left off last week and picks up basically 10.
Yeah.
Gets him a 2nd and 5. Made up the penalty and then some. May have gotten him back on schedule. Picking up the pace a little bit, Pompton Lakes. Geladani to the left of Fabian.
Offensive line got a nice push there, and, you know, his push with his legs, you know, got that 10 yards on that run.
Drops back to pass. Ball is low, bounces off the ground, making sure to whistle that incomplete. I think there were a few people thought they were going to pick that.
Penalty is holding against the Cardinals.
7:35 to go. Another penalty backs the Cardinals up another 5.
He spots the ball just outside the Cardinals' 45-yard line. Will be 2nd.
And John, you talk about it. You want to stay ahead of the sticks here. Penalties for both teams is kind of hurting them, putting defenses in good positions here. You got another 2nd and 15 here for Pompton.
Handoff to Geladani, makes a cut, runs forward, picks up the penalty again. He's going to bring up 3rd and 4 from the Cresskill 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, he's a north-south runner right now. He gets downhill. He's got a good build on him, very thick down below, and turns his shoulders square and gets the yardage.
He ladders it outside. You'll notice that, Coach, as he's going. He is not one of those guys that's going to make a beeline to the sideline and then hope to hook it up. He's going to ladder it and make the hard yards.
Yep.
3rd and 4. Snap to Fabian. Fabian fakes the handoff. He keeps nobody there with him. Breaks one tackle Gets knocked out of bounds by the second, but not before moving the chains. 1st and 10 for Pompton Lakes at the Cresskill 34-yard line with 6:45 to go in this first quarter.
And we also started talking about the running back, his hard yards, quarterback pulls right there.
And a timeout call. Timeout called by Cresskill.
Looked like they had a little reverse coming back here, Johnny. I don't know if they kind of showed it, the timeout was there, but that looked like there was a little reverse coming back. And like I said, when you got an athletic quarterback that can run the ball, you almost outnumber the defense almost on every play when he can do that.
I tell you, he is a two-threat quarterback. He is a legit two-threat quarterback. Yeah. He can make it happen with his legs. He can make it happen through the air. That's a team player here, Coach. We've got somebody in uniform bringing a new iPad up so that they can resolve a problem with filming the game up top.
There's no I in team. What do you need me to do, Coach? You need me to bring the iPad up to the coach? I'm up there. So
I've made that run as a player. I've made that run as a coach.
I'm sure both coaches want to settle down here a little, get rid of these penalties that both sides have had. So Pompton got a first down here. I'm sure coaches pressing that. Let's stay let's stay ahead of the chains right now.
Stay ahead of the chains. That's the best. That's the best thing you can do right now. Back under center is Jonah Fabian. He hands off to Geladani. Geladani runs into a slew of tacklers, brought down after a short gain.
And in this day and age, you mentioned it right there, but when you see a quarterback under center, it's almost it's not the norm anymore.
I feel I have to mention it when it happens. And these two teams are just among the many we cover where gun is the new normal.
The only time it bothers me in the gun is when I see 4th and 1 and I see those guys in the gun. It still bothers me somewhere as an offensive line deep down.
That and kneeling.
Yes.
And I watched that last night. Fabian back into gun, 2nd and 8. Takes the snap, hands off to Geladani. He's got space, runs into a tackle, runs through a tackle, and scores. A 33-yard touchdown run by Rickard Geladani. Puts Pompton Lakes on the board. That's just hard running.
And I'll tell you what, when you're going to tackle him, you better bring it there. You've seen it from the sides over there. He's going to break through that. You can see just by his physical stature how thick he is down below. So you're going to need to get to the football, not only one guy, too. After he breaks that line of scrimmage, those safeties are going to have a hard time getting him down by himself.
Geladani scores with 5:42 left in the first quarter. He will try to add the point after to his own TD. Snap, kick, converted. 5:32 left in the first quarter. Pompton Lakes 7, Cresskill 0.
Hey fans of Pompton Lakes High School.
Okay, let's give a big shout out to the North Jersey Bucks again, led by Ryan Donahue. The Bucks are making a major impact in our community, serving over 300 kids through basketball and soccer, and even partnering with the NFL this upcoming spring. Ryan and his team are dedicated to creating opportunities for young athletes across New Jersey. The Bucks aren't just about sports. They're about family, growth, and giving kids a place to chase their dreams. Thank you, Ryan Donahue and the North Jersey Bucks, for investing in the future of our youth.
7-0 the score in favor of the host Pompton Lakes. John Kovach, John Rickard coming to you from Cardinal Country, Hirschfield Park in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. I got to think with a team that's coming off a late loss and a team that just evened its record in a thriller, getting on the board first is key psychologically.
And I think the way you do it, I mean, there was no tricks right there. You know, when you're giving it to your guy at the running back and he's breaking tackles, had positive yards when they were behind the sticks over there, so that's a good sign. So, like you said, he steps in the ladder, but once he makes his mind up to go, he's north and south, and he's a handful.
I don't want to be in film if I'm a player right now on Monday because he's running straight. They have 3 hats on the ball. I'm ready to call the play dead, and the next thing I know, he's continuing as that kickoff goes into the end zone. And the next thing I know, Geladani is running, and the 3 defenders are in a pile. I thought that play was dead when he had 3 hats on it.
And after he scores the touchdown, he kicks the extra point, then he comes out on a kickoff team and just kicks it out of the end zone. So that just tells you what kind of athlete he is and player he is, and Coach Jones is happy to have him on his team.
And now he's out there lining up at linebacker.
And does that sound like kind of familiar? We talked about Coach Jones in his day was the quarterback linebacker. He's a running back linebacker. So that tells you about the mentality they have on the offensive side of the ball too.
Okay, we've both coached. You get a little pit in your stomach when you hear quarterback linebacker as the combination.
I like it. I like it.
I don't dislike it, but it does scare the hell out of me. Toss forward. Little shovel pass there to Joe Connolly. Connolly picks up a couple.
And what does Cresskill say? We're watching your number 4. We got a guy that can do it all too. Let's get it to 28, see what he can do. But you know what? It seems like it's gonna be someone else that has to take a little pressure off right now. Pompton did it with the quarterback pull before. Took a little pressure off him and makes you kind of respect somebody else in that backfield. Someone else from Cresskill is gonna have to come up and make a play now too.
If Jake Lewin connects with a receiver, that's gonna back off the pressure. That's gonna open things up for Donnelly. Short gain there. Going to bring up 3rd and 9 with 4:50 in the clock running here in the first quarter. Cresskill in the white, trailing 7-0 to the host Pompton Lakes in the Cardinals.
That was a great play by a defensive tackle. I think it was Mercelli, defensive end over there, closed on it, made a tackle, and once again, 3rd and 9. Tough play call here in Pompton. If they could stop him here, they're going to get good field position after this.
3 receivers wide side for Cresskill. Rolling to his right is Lewin. Throws one up. He hits Nick Giella coming across and moves the chains. There was an opportunity missed by Pompton Lakes to keep Cresskill bottled up. The Cougars now 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Great job by Coach Aiello, too. Everybody's watching Connolly. I'm watching 28. He just cleared out over there. They ran a tight end drag across. Great play, great ball, 1st down. Keeps their drive alive.
I loved that call. I really do.
Well, John, we said it. Someone else has to step up here. You know, they're going to cover 28 on 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. Great play by the tight end, great ball by the quarterback.
You've got Connolly, So, and Giella to the right side, and tucking and running to his right is Lewin. Almost ends up on the Pompton Lakes bench. Picks up about 3.
I like the play, too. It only picked up 2-3 yards. Looks like 3, but it's quarterback with his legs right there. Let's make that defensive end who just slammed down and made the play on the fullback. Let's make him respect that so he doesn't slam down so hard next time.
And let's put 3 receivers away from that play to the left. And we've blocked those guys before the plays even started because they have to cover them.
Yeah.
So 3 guys are out there. I'm playing 8 versus 8.
And almost 4 yards there, so 2nd and 6, very manageable.
And another full start.
Cresskill has to work on that. They're stemming their front. They're shifting a little bit. Cresskill knows the count. Now that's the at least 2nd time, maybe 3rd time they've jumped here. 3rd time, so coach is telling them right now.
I mean, your job is watch the football. Yeah. You're told that. Yeah. We both heard that a million times in our lives.
Yeah, but
you get fired up.
I was an offensive lineman too, and that guy starts jumping on you right there. It does make you move. But 3 times in the first quarter, you know, we got 2:45 left here in the first quarter. Got to end that for the game now with Cresskill offensive line.
2nd and 12, 3 receivers to the left again. Lewin rolls to his left, lofts a pass, Little bit of bumping going for it in the middle of the cheerleaders. That one falls incomplete.
And once again, they're going to Conley over there. But when you throw that pass there outside the hash, you kind of help the defender. You know what I mean? There's only a little bit of room. You got to throw a perfect ball. So listen, they're gonna run that play again. I wouldn't be surprised they're going to start running him to the post because he's got a little height advantage over there. Get him to the post, put him in the field. Maybe we get a jump ball in the middle of the field. When you throw it outside the numbers like that, you know, you got to throw a great ball as a quarterback, and then you got to play it in the defensive back. He did a great job. Stayed in his hip pocket, kind of rode him out of bounds.
3rd and 12, 2:33 left in the first quarter. Lewin takes a snap, drops straight back, and his helmet drag gets loose. There is a flag. The flag could be a hold. The flag could be. There was a hand that grabbed Lewin's helmet. I'm not sure which way they're going with that.
Yeah, I believe it was a hold. Once again on Irian Marcelli. Yes.
It is a hold.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Coach didn't mention him. 64 is all over the place here and putting a lot of pressure on them. So kudos to him and just got a holding call and going to bring them back and put them, like we said, behind the chains again and help Pompton's defense out here.
So another opportunity here for Pompton Lakes to come away with great field position. 2:20 left in the first quarter. The Cardinals lead by 7, and it's 3rd and 21 for Cresskill from their own 29-yard line.
And we said that. You're saying 2:20, clock's running right now. After this play, you're going to be under 2 minutes in the first quarter. So if they're getting the ball back with good field position, this clock is running right now. Teams are running the ball. This is a fast-moving first quarter.
Let me correct myself, 24-yard line. Lewin takes the snap, drops straight back. He's under heavy pressure from Hawks. Gets it off, and a great play to break up that pass by Sebastian Lopez, the 5'11 senior. 5'11 senior for Pompton Lakes. He did that the way you're taught to do it. He had a hand around his waist cleanly to secure the tackle. If he did catch it, come in over the top and bat it down. That's textbook.
And it was a little different scheme they had going on there. The first time they gave him a little more time, quarterback kind of made a play with his feet. They put pressure on with a little blitz right there. They wanted that ball out of the quarterback's hand quick.
Lewin back to punt.
Number 7, Mason Garris.
Gets the snap, punts it off, end-over-end kick. It's a little short. Mason Garris fields it, dodges the first tackle, runs into the second, gets a short return, and sets up the Cardinals 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
And what I liked about that punt return, catch the ball. That ball was going to keep bouncing over there. There was some traffic over there. He only got a 2-3 yard return, but the ball didn't roll another 10, 15 yards downfield. Get the ball, get down. And listen, they're starting on their 47-yard line. That's great starting field position for Pompton.
I'll take it.
I don't know the coach that wouldn't, John. I don't know the coach that wouldn't want to start around the 50-yard line.
Gun two back, slot to the right. Fabian, quick screen out to Garris. Garris has space, takes it straight up and moves the chains. Pick up at 10 for Garris. And Pompton Lakes is in Cresskill territory.
I love the formation, too. New formation. Now we're in shotgun. We have 2 of our backs in the backfield. So now you got a triple threat of running the football. And what do? Throw it.
Trips to the left now. One back to the right side of Fabian. Justin Jones getting his play in. Fabian takes the snap, fakes the handoff. It's going to be QB counter. Tries to reverse direction, loses his footing, slips down, and that's going to cost him about 6-7 yards.
And let's give credit to Creskill's defense right there. They needed a play. They needed a play right there. Coach Aiello's defense got it for them right there. Now they're in a second and call it 15-16 right there. And this is probably going to be the last play of the first quarter with about 40 seconds. Clock is running here. for Pompton.
35 seconds right now. They really don't need to break the huddle. I'm kind of surprised they do.
Going under center, too, here.
Back
John.
under center. Fullback offset. Handoff to Geladani. Picks up a few, but there's a flag.
Tripped up by number 86, Justin So. There's a penalty.
Holding is the call.
Just what Coach Aiello needed here.
Yeah.
2 big plays right there when it seemed like all the momentum was on the Cardinals side right now. Creskill's kind of almost flipping the field position again. And they're going to have a 2nd and a mile right now.
Second
this
and
first
a
quarter.
mile, and the clock is stopped. They're going to have to run another play. Whistle starts the clock. They're going to take it. Coach Jones is going to take. He is not happy about it, but he's going to take the quarter here. Calling his guys over, calling for water. 7-0 the score. Pompton Lakes leading Cresskill after 1 quarter here at Hirschfield Park. Today's broadcast brought to you by the North Jersey Bucks. And let's give a big shout out to the North Jersey Bucks led by Ryan Donahue. The Bucks are making a major impact in our community, serving over 300 kids through basketball and soccer, and even partnering with the NFL this upcoming spring. Ryan and his team are dedicated to creating opportunities for young athletes across North Jersey. The Bucks aren't just about sports. They're about family, growth, and giving kids a place to chase their dreams. Thank you to Ryan Donahue and the North Jersey Bucks for investing in the future of our youth. John Kovach and John Rickard here at Hirschfield Park on the Garden State Athletic Network. You like football, you like that first quarter.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Coach Jones is probably a little happier right now because he's up 7-0, but this Cresskill team, when right there, those last 2-3 plays, when it looked like all the momentum, they kind of got momentum back right now, and they're 2 plays away from getting that ball back, and they flip field position here too. If they don't get a first down, they're going to get the ball with decent field position here.
They can still come out of this with exceptional field position. They're 2 stops away from it.
Yeah.
And the way they've defended the Pompton Lakes offense the past couple of snaps, there's no reason to believe they won't. 2 receivers left, wing and a receiver to the right. Snap is over Fabian's head. Fabian gets to it, but he's dragged down by Nick Giella, and that's a huge loss.
I'll tell you what, everything is going right for Cresskill on this drive from the defensive side, and Coach Jones can't be happy with the offensive efficiency, production right now. They started, John, we talked about it, almost at midfield. They're now on their 25-yard line at a third, and it's not even a mile.
I
it's
got
about
3rd and 34.
Yeah, it is a 3rd and about 2 miles right here.
You have to change your watch twice to get this first down.
There's not too many plays on your call sheet for 3rd and 35.
I never had the 3rd and 35. Trips to the left side. Geladani offset to the right. Blitz coming at Geladani. Fabian tries to QB counter. He's caught and brought down after a gain of 1 or 2. And 4th and 32 from the Pompton Lakes 27. Got to think they're going to punt.
Yeah, Coach, you could see that was a safe call. Let's not try to do something and turn the ball over. Let's punt it, try to get some field position here, and get off the field. So I will say this to you. What an amazing job by the defense right there for Cresskill. And Pompton helped them a little too. So kind of gets Cresskill right back in here, down 7, 10:30 to go here before halftime, and Cresskill has a little life again.
Down for the Cardinals, just outside
Pompton's only got 10 in the huddle, and it's taken them forever to get that 11th in.
And the white hat's starting here to count.
Punts up. Connolly's deep. Trying to get a poison call out. And the ball's downed by Pompton Lakes. We're right back where we started everything.
Yeah.
at the Cresskill 44-yard line.
So we talked about it. So, they got the ball on the 47, you want to say. That's a 5-yard change. So big win for Cresskill. If, depending on how this game goes, they're going to look at that defensive series as changing this game around. And Pompton, unfortunately, may look at that and say, we're up 7-0, we get the ball on our 50, and we just go backwards here. So big series for both of those teams right there.
Worst part, you go backwards, you make it up, and then you go backwards again.
Let's see if this settles the Cresskill offense down now.
Now you've got Nick Giella, the receiver, is lined up at running back, and he takes the handoff going across, tries to belly it back. He's under pressure, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage by Sebastian Lopez.
It's very obvious here. Those yards are going to be tough for both of these offenses to get. When you're going sideline to sideline, these guys are running down the football, the linebackers and DBs right there. So, especially when there's no quarterback pull or something like that. So, it seems like the hard yards are tackle to tackle. Pompton is winning that right now. Let's see if Cresskill can kind of establish some sort of inside run game, inside the tackles.
Now we've got Connolly out at receiver, and lined up in the backfield is Max Reiner. Lewin takes the snap, hands off to Reiner. Reiner takes it outside, turns the corner, picks up a few, going to bring up third, and we'll call it a long 6.
Yeah, manageable, but, still good job by the defense right there. Now, big play for Cresskill right here. Third, they don't want to punt it. They just did a great job on defense. To go 3 and out there kind of deflates you a little. So, big play for them. We got an 8:42 and clock running here before halftime. This will be a big first down if they could get it.
Down and 7.
2 receivers to each side. Connolly still lined up wide at receiver. Motion across by Lamb.
Jake Lewin's pass is complete to Dylan Lamb.
Lamb ran the route from the motion and manages to move to chains. Nice call there.
And once again, Conley was used as a decoy, ran him off underneath. So, Pompton's going to have, I'm sure they're keyed on Conley 28-28. That's the second third down that they use him as a decoy through underneath. So, good ball, and let's give some credit for the offensive line. Great pass protection there.
They gave him time. They have had Connolly out there at X receiver and we've got a timeout here by Cresskill with 8:20 left in the second quarter. Today's game is brought to you by the North Jersey Bucks. Let's give a big shout out to the North Jersey Bucks, led by Ryan Donahue. The Bucks are making a major impact in our community, serving over 300 kids through basketball and soccer, and even partnering with the NFL this upcoming spring. Ryan and his team are dedicated to creating opportunities for young athletes across New Jersey. The Bucks aren't just about sports, they're about family, growth, and giving kids a place to chase their dreams. Thank you to Ryan Donahue and the North Jersey Bucks for investing in the future of our youth. First and 10 for Cresskill. They are at the Pompton Lakes 45. Pompton Lakes with a 7-0 lead. 8:20 left in the first half. They ran Lamb out at the wide receiver for several plays setting that up. And then I just love to call it the jet motion and have him turn and follow it.
Now they're into that little wildcat with Conley at quarterback.
And Conley with some hard yards there. He almost gets through. He's finally dragged down by Geladani, but not before he moves the chains.
And we did talk about some tackle-to-tackle yards right there. So what do? They put their guy, 28, Conley, at quarterback, run a little wildcat inside the tackle, and he got some tough yards there. And now they're on a 30 going in, first and 10.
7:55 to go in this first half. Cresskill trying to make up a one-score deficit. Back to a traditional shotgun with Lewin at quarterback. Reiner next to him. Fakes the handoff. Lewin keeps it up the middle on the keeper. Picks up a fair amount. Picks up 7-8 yards before he's brought down. Second and short now for the Cougars.
I love what Coach is doing for Cresskill right now. Talked about it before. Let's not run east-west here. Let's get north and south so they have Conley do it. Then they just do it with their back, and they're getting, once again, 2nd and 2. Opens up their whole playbook. Let's see if they take a shot here now at 2nd and 2.
I think I certainly would. You've got 2 receivers to each side. Connolly is the wide out to the right. Floats. Reiner to the other side. Looking to his left is Lewin. Ball is up. Ball's away. Ball's over everybody. Third and 2. Take the shot there.
Yeah, 2nd and 2, that's what you want to do. And, what happens is Coach Jones knows defense too. So he knows that the kids were ready for it. They were yelling for it. Watch it right there. But, you got to like the aggressive it now. Listen, you got 2 downs to get 2 yards right here for Cresskill. 6:57, clock stopped on the incomplete pass over there. Assuming they're going to try to get this first down right here with a tough run.
Well, you've got Connolly in the backfield, and you've got Wildcat. Conley takes it, follows a fullback. He's going to have the first down. Springs it outside to his right. Ladders it, gets to the sideline. He's dragged down around the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal
now,
for Cresskill.
When we say Wildcat, the only thing Wildcat about that was he was in the backfield. That was almost like an unbalance because they had all the backs kind of set up in like a brown backfield over there to the right. That's just kind of a quarterback ice, quarterback power straight ahead.
Here we come, stop us.
Yeah.
No mystery there.
And I'll tell you what, same formation. Let's see what Pompton does to adjust to that.
Yep, they've got 2 backs, one of them with a 50 number to left. Conley follows him, bellies it out, and he's wrestled to the ground.
Tackle number 10, Christian Mercia.
John, it's really unbalanced right now. It's not unbalanced on the line of scrimmage, but they got 3 backs over there. And he bounced it outside. I'm sure Coach wishes he stayed kind of inside over there. That's where he had a little more help. But once again, 2nd and goal from the 5 right now. And I'm sure they're going to leave Conley back at quarterback and do something similar here.
No reason not to. We ran a similar.
Oh, he's splitting out.
Yep, Lewin back in at quarterback. He's under center. Lamb in the backfield. Similar look with the wing. Rolling to his right is Lewin. Gets a pass up. Incomplete.
Yeah. Now that one was unbalanced. They only had 1 lineman to the left side. So
Mason Garris on the coverage.
Usually when you go unbalanced, you're kind of going to run the ball. So they threw it there, kind of skipped into him. They had a little window there to complete that, but now you get a big down right now.
You're hoping to catch him over shifted. I used to love counter to the short side and unbalanced. Yep. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line, 5:30 left in the 2nd quarter.
And here it is, Conley back in a Wildcat, 3 backs up, stay inside.
No secret there. He's going off tackle and he's in.
Yep. And listen, the coaches from Cresskill saw that before. When he took that, he bounced it outside. All of his blockers and everything was set up inside. They probably told him, stay on track inside the tackle. We're going to score. Great job by Cresskill right there.
No secret there. Just follow your blocks, and he's the guy.
And, John, as a coach, we say it all the time. It's really not about the X's and O's all the time. It's about the Jimmies and Joes. Give it to our guy Conley. Let's get in the end zone.
They are going for 2 here, I think. Nope, now they're going to shift back. We saw this last night from Pequannock and Parsippany, but they only shifted the line to one side. Here you've got 2 split. Now the snap, kick is up, and it's good off of the crossbar. I had to wait for the call.
Doesn't matter how it goes in, as long as it goes in. So I'll tell you what, everything we thought we were going to have, talking to these coaches before the game, the excitement they had, the respect they had for the other program, we're here, John. 5:24 left in the first half. We're at 7, and both of their stars are kind of shining right now to get their teams back in the game.
Want to promote your business? Become a sponsor on the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorship opportunities available for the fall 2025 season. Let us help you promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey, all at an affordable cost. To learn more, get in touch with us by emailing sponsorships at GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com, calling 973-738-3881, or visiting GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com/sponsor. Let Garden State Athletic Network make you the star of the show. 7-7 the score. And Cresskill kicking off to Pompton Lakes. Long, deep kick, but very returnable and fielded by Geladot.
Number 2.
By Sean Daly.
Yeah, Sean Daly. Now, talk about momentum and everything going. Pompton can't go 3 and out here. They can't bring their defense right back out. So, they don't need to score here early or something like that, but they got to get a first down or 2. Now, 5:15, the clock may come into play at the end of the first half, but I'll tell you what, Coach, maybe he's not thinking score right now. He's thinking, I need a first down, let my defense rest a little bit, keep that Cresskill offense off the field.
Chew up some time. Chew up as much of this 5:15 as you can.
And I'll tell you how I would do it. I'd give number 4.
Geladani lined
touches.
up at tailback in the eye. Toss to him, follows his blocker, goes up the right side for about 3. He'll bring up 2nd and 7.
That's okay. We got positive 3 yards. We had our guy touch the ball right here. Let's get him some touches right now. Let's get him back in the offensive flow of the game and then go from there. Like I said, 5 minutes now. Clock is moving. May come into play, but they can't have a 3 and out right now.
Stay in the huddle. Wait, don't snap the ball till you have to, but they're coming out with some pace.
Just get to the line. Coach is going to look at it. Coach Jones is looking at it. It's one of those get to the huddle and wait. Wait for me.
Yep.
I'll tell you what to do.
Fabian on the screen to Garris. Garris fighting for some yards and moves the ball for a pickup of 4 or 5. Going to bring up 3rd and 3.
I love it. 5'9", 145-pound junior there, getting some tough yards right there. He caught the ball like at the line of scrimmage. They were on him. He got another 4 yards right there, puts it a nice 3rd and 2. Big play here for Pompton, equally as big for this Cresskill defense. They want to get them off the field right now.
No secret there. Fabian took the snap, fired it right out to Garris. Garris had a great game on defense last week. We didn't see him get that many touches. He's having an impact today on both sides of the ball.
Big play in his first half right now, John.
Handoff into a pile. That looks like they're going to move to chains.
Good hard running there. There's no bouncing outside there. Put your nose inside that tackle hole and get the 2 yards.
That's Christian Murcia on the carry. He had a bunch of chances last week and got buried every time he touched the ball through no fault of his own. He's a wrestler. He knows how to run low and fought for those yards and moved the chains.
And now, after that first down, 3:35, clock is running right now. Now you'll have to see a little tempo from Pompton because the clock may come into play here.
Well, now you're starting to think, I want to score. I want points out of this.
After that first down, yes.
Yes.
You weren't thinking that before that? Once
now
we got
I
our
am,
first
right.
down.
Now that I got the first down, blitz coming. It's picked up. Screen. Back into traffic is the receiver, Sebastian Lopez. But Lopez picks up 7 yards. He's going to bring up 2nd and a short 3. Clock running with 3 minutes to go in this first half.
That was a great run by Lopez. Usually the coaches tell you, don't go back to the house of pain. When you catch it out there, don't go back to the middle. He did some hard running.
We got a whistle here.
The penalty marker on the field.
Is that a timeout?
I think it's a timeout. I think
yes.
that Sal Aiello was calling timeout, and they give it to him. So a timeout by Cresskill.
Well, Coach Aiello probably wants to just go over a couple things with his defense right now. There's 2:49 on the clock. They're at midfield. They can get a first down. Time is really what's important right now. We'll make them use some clock right now. We'll see how Coach Jones is going to play this right now. He has time. He has all 3 timeouts.
Looks like
Pompton
all three that Coach Jones has for Pompton.
If it's official, they are 3, so he's in good shape too. He's got 3 timeouts. Unfortunately, Cresskill has none right now.
Right.
So really, the advantage right now is to the offense who can stop the clock. Now you can use the whole field here. They have 3 timeouts. We could throw it over the middle. We could still run it because we have the 3 timeouts. So also, second and call it 3. Nice position to be in the midfield.
You're ahead of schedule right
and
now.
3 timeouts. So really, you can run it, you can throw it. Everything is on the table on your offensive play chart right now.
Cardinals break the huddle and come to the line.
John, we always talk about 2nd and 2. That's a nice time to take a shot. Let's see if they do that or they just want to pick up the first down and get a new set of downs.
3 receivers right, 1 wide left. Motion by Geladani. Fabian tries to keep it, breaks a tackle. He moves the chains. And the clock stops. 1st and 10 at the Cresskill 44-yard line. 2:41 left. Clock now running as the chains reset. Pompton Lakes at the line. And we're going to get an illegal procedure here. The snap was early. They were not set. That's going to back them up 5.
Yeah, quarterback Fabian, he has a nice long build, but he's a tough runner. He likes to mix it up in there, and like once again, yards after contact there, what got him the first down.
At the Cougar 49-yard line will be
1st and 15 now at the 49-yard line of Cresskill. 2:30 and the clock running. Score tied at 7. Pompton Lakes and Cresskill here on the Garden State Athletic Network. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Geladani offset right in the backfield. Geladani stays home to back. Fabian steps up, steps back, rolls to his left. He's looking for help, throws a pick. We've got a flag also there on the sideline.
He's intercepted by number 11, Xavier Pensa.
Xavier Pensa, the senior
on the field.
for Cresskill with the interception.
Yeah, it seemed like the penalty was after the interception too, so let's see what they call here.
That's why the flag is at the sideline. So my fear where it is that it's 15. Nope, it's an illegal block, so it's post-possession, but they'll back Cresskill up in their territory 10 yards from that spot. They'll take over 1st and 10. Looks like it's going to be around a 32, 33-yard line coming out with 1:58 to go in this first half.
Yeah. Now, remember, Pompton has all 3 timeouts right now, so Cresskill can't just kind of run the ball and get into halftime here. They're going to have to get a first down, and I'm sure that's what they're thinking right now. Let's get a first down. Let's not make a mistake. Let's not make a turnover, give it back to them. But they have to get a first down so Pompton doesn't get the ball back here in the first half.
Gives them a 1st and 10 at their own 31.
Ball at the 31, 1st and 10. Lewin in the gun. Takes the snap, rolls left, cuts back to his right, trying to make something happen. He might get out here. Geladani has him and wrenches him down inbounds with a gain of, we'll call it 3. Clock running with 1:40 to go in this first half.
You would think Creskill's not going to be in much of a hurry right here either.
Well, they're coming right back to the set too. Double slot. Connolly in motion. Connolly running the cross. Lewin trying to find somebody. Connolly's trying to settle. Lewin's under pressure. Still, Murcia has him, loses him. Murcia finally wrestles him down at the 21-yard line.
Jake Lewin brought down for a loss.
But I think Pompton Lakes is going to take these timeouts home with them.
They are, and like I said, I don't know, you probably shouldn't rush right there. Maybe they took one shot right there, but now, they're probably going to have to punt this ball with 1:07 on the clock. Pompton 3 timeouts right now. So that was a big play for Pompton right there. And I'm sure Cresskill, Coach Ayala, was looking for different results on that play.
2 timeouts now, because as soon as I said I think they're going to take them home with them, Coach Jones called the timeout here.
Yeah. Well, you got to make them punt here.
Make them punt.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, sell out for it. Try to get a block right there. It's one of those situations. If you're going to roughing the punter and there's 15 seconds left, we'll go into the half, right? Give 15 yards.
Yeah.
But
take the shot, or if they get it off, you might get a return.
Yeah.
1:07 to go. We're tied at 7.
Tell you what, John, everything we thought this game was going to be in the first half, evenly played. Seems like momentum. Pompton had it early. Cresskill took it back right now. Seems like it's balanced out a little. Looking forward to the second half. Let's see what adjustments both coaches make in the second half.
Right now, this is just 2 heavyweights trading punches in the middle of the field.
Yeah. And their players are playing well. Their stars are playing well.
Diamond quads to the right side. 1 receiver left.
Can't have that.
5 free for Cresskill.
Yeah.
As a defensive end falls into the neutral zone, trying to anticipate the count.
Coach Jones is going to hear about that. There's no backs. The quarterback's in the shotgun, and you're jumping off sides of the defensive end.
I'm going to beat this guy and get the sack and pick up the loose ball.
Not a lot of movement there, though, so I don't know what drew him off there.
Same set. Quick hitter to Connolly. Connolly trying to get space, and it hits snuffed out right away by Geladani and Sebastian Lopez all over that.
And Coach obviously calls a timeout after that. 1 minute on the clock right now, 4th down. So, I was talking about punt block. They may just set up a return here because, minute on the clock here, if they can get a good return, they'll be in good shape.
And he's going to be punting from between his 10 and 15. So unless he really uncorks one, you're going to get the ball around midfield probably.
Well, we'll see what Coach does. Does he call for the punt block right now and go after it? Does he want to have a couple plays there? It seems like Cresskill with Connolly, their success has been when he's kind of been the decoy. When they go to him, obviously, Coach knows, Pompton staff knows what a good player he is. They're king on him. So when he's been a decoy, so we'll see what changes in the second half with both of those matchups.
4th down for the Cougars.
Still a minute to go in this first half. Cresskill lining up to punt. Jake Lewin, who is the quarterback, back to punt from his own 15.
Back deep for the Cardinals, number 7.
3 receivers to the short side, 1 wide here in this punt coverage. They don't come for it. It's a line drive punt fielded by Garris at the 40. Garris is brought down at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for Pompton Lakes. 52 seconds left in the half.
Great coverage there, too. That was looked like when he caught it in the air, they usually get a chance to get a return there. That was great coverage by Cresskill. And once again, let's see. Coach Jones, he's looking for a play here. Look at him. He's looking deep in there. He's got 52 seconds. It says 3 timeouts on the board. That's not official. I believe he has 1 left right there.
One by my count.
Yeah. So these first 2 plays are going to really dictate what they're going to try to do here in the second half, in the second quarter to end it here. If they're going to try to score or just get out of here and feel comfortable with a 7-7 tie.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Geladani offset to the right. He stays home to block. Fabian looks for a man, rolls to his right. There's a flag. This is going to come back, whatever it is. Garris catches the ball. Would be a gain of about 6 to the Cresskill 47, but I have a feeling this is going to be a hold.
Yep.
And it is.
When you see it over there, usually is a hold. But I'm going to tell you what I'm impressed with Fabian, a quarterback here, 17. He's a lefty. When he rolls right, he swings his hips around. He throws a great ball. That's usually not common for a righty or a lefty. They want to roll to their right and left. But he's done that 2 times today and thrown a bullet on the mark for a completion.
Quarterbacks are usually strong based on their dominant side. And I think we have two quarterbacks here today who can do it ambidextrously.
Yeah.
At least as far as hips and feet go.
Absolutely. He swings his hips around and throws a good ball. The second time he did it today, so he's been coached on that too. You know, that doesn't happen naturally.
Fabian takes the snap, hands off to Geladani. Geladani plants, tries to take it off tackle, picks up about 4. Going to be 2nd and 16 from the Pompton Lakes 40 with 25 seconds to go in this first half. We're tied at 7.
Let's see if they take a shot here.
Go down for the swing pass is Geladani, thrown underneath to Sebastian Lopez. Lopez dodges 2 tacklers, dodges a third. He gets tackled around the 31-yard line. Timeout called by Pompton Lakes. They've got 7 seconds to make something happen.
Well, they're going to have a play here, so.
Actual spots the 32. 1st and 10, not that the chains mean anything at this point.
You know, when they ran that play before, they ran a little inside zone. You figured coach was saying, listen, let's not have a turnover. Let's not do anything stupid here. Let's get into the F7-7. Then all of a sudden they get a big play right over here, and they're saying, listen, we're on a 32-yard line. We got 8 seconds left. We got a shot at a touchdown right now. Well, you know, see what happens. They throw it in the end zone. We get a personal foul, late hit or something like that, pass interference. So let's see if this is going to get into the end zone right here. But nice answer here by Pompton, getting a chance in. And, you know, Cresskill's telling their guys, too, listen, let's not be a hero here. Knock it down. Last play of the first half, let's get in there 7-7. Both coaches will make their adjustments at halftime. But, like I said, very entertaining game. Momentum has been on both team sides right now. Big play here, right? You know, we're on a 30-yard line, 32-yard line. So Pompton would love to get a score. Cresskill just wants to get out of here at 7-7.
And it's Lopez and the yards after the catch he got that put them in this position. 3 receivers right.
I'd go right back to him, right down the seam. There he is.
Looking to his right to the 3 receiver side. Fabian lofts it. It's short. It's intercepted by Cresskill. No, he's not down yet. And bringing it back upfield with a blocker is Lewin. Lewin knocked out of bounds.
Intercepted by number 2, Jake Lewin.
And that's going to do it for the first half that had quite a lot of everything.
That last play was interesting right there. Usually when you throw it down into the end zone and it gets picked off, you really don't think it may come back. But great play by them. Pompton makes the tackle, gets out of here, and we're tied at 7 right now. And second half, coaches will make their adjustments. But a lot of adjustments. Let's see what they're going to do at halftime right now. But both teams have run the ball and thrown the ball. Both defenses have stood up when they had to after the first couple drives. So going to be interested to see what happens here in the second half.
Again, today's game brought to you by the North Jersey Bucks. Let's give a big shout out to the North Jersey Bucks led by Ryan Donahue. The Bucks are making a major impact in our community, serving over 300 kids through basketball and soccer, even partnering with the NFL this upcoming spring. Ryan and his team are dedicated to creating opportunities for young athletes across North Jersey. The Bucks aren't just about sports, they're about family, growth, and giving kids a place to chase their dreams. Thank you to Ryan Donahue and the North Jersey Bucks for investing in the future of our youth. 7-7 the score. Cresskill at Pompton Lakes will be back with the second half here on the Garden State Athletic Network. All right, I missed all of that because I went over by the rail. What do you bring me that again? Give me that whole run again. Seven the score here at Hirschfield Park. John Kovach, John Rickard here with you on the Garden State Athletic Network. Cresskill and Pompton Lakes tied. We got two touchdowns, one each way here. You've got the 33-yard run for Pompton Lakes by Radon Geladani.
Yes, that was a nice run. We talked about his power and safeties bouncing off of him, determined to get in the end zone there. So hard running there. We said north-south is his strength.
And then Pompton Lakes tied it up with 5:24 left in the half. And it's a 5-yard touchdown run by their big back, Joe Connolly. No secret there. They just lined up, loaded the line, loaded the fullbacks, and just smashed it in.
Yeah, just put him at quarterback. It was almost like quarterback ice, quarterback power. Had a little success before that, but he bounced it outside. Coach told him stay inside the tackle as he walked into the end zone there.
So 7-7 to score between these two clubs. Pompton Lakes 1-1, Cresskill 0-1. About a minute from restarting.
And let's give a big shout out to the North Jersey Bucks again, led by Ryan Donahue. The Bucks are making a major impact on our community, serving over 300 kids throughout basketball and soccer, and even partnering with the NFL this upcoming spring. Ryan and his team are dedicated to creating opportunities for young athletes across North Jersey. The Bucks aren't just about sports. They're about family, growth, and giving kids a place to chase their dreams. Thank you to Ryan Donahue and the North Jersey Bucks for investing in the future of our youth.
Want to promote your business? Become a sponsor on the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorship opportunities available for the fall 2025 season. Let us help you promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey, all at an affordable cost. To learn more, send an email to sponsorships, that's with an S, at GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com. Call 973-738-3881 or visit GardenStateAthleticNetwork.com/sponsor. Let the Garden State Athletic Network make you the star of the show. 7-7, the buzzer's going off. The teams will be back on the field. Tied at 7 after 24 minutes of football. Game gave us everything we expected.
Yeah, and both coaches, we talked to them before the game, were excited. Both praised the other side, respected them, and we're here, 0-0 again for the second half. So we'll see the adjustments they make. I don't know how many they're going to make with plays and everything like that, but you could tell that their players are going to touch the ball here in the second half. Your big guys got to show up big in these kind of games. We talked about the weather before the game with both coaches. It is a warm day here today, probably 81, 82, a kickoff right now. So it doesn't seem like any cramping has been an issue right here. Coaches talk to their kids all week about hydrating starting on Monday. Don't wait till Friday night and Saturday. So that seems to be a non-issue here today, which is good to see for both teams.
I hope it stays that way. Looking at the head-to-head between these teams, this is the first they've played since 2022. Cresskill won that one 33-0. Cresskill won the prior meeting. That was in 2013, 17-9. Pompton Lakes will get the ball. They're in the Cardinal uniform with the Cardinal logo on the helmet. They are going from right to left. The Cougars of Cresskill, white shirts, black pants, black helmets with yellow detailing, and they are going to go from left to right. Colin Matisic to kick. High kick, but it's short, and it's fielded by Geladani around the 20. He has some room, cuts in, and he's met there by Connolly. A clash of the two Titans on both these teams. Geladani sets up Pompton Lakes 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Seems like that's going to be kind of the what's going to happen here in the second half. Geladani and Conley are going to come head-to-head a couple more times here in the second half.
You kids at home, that's called foreshadowing in your literature class. Gun two backs with two splits for Pompton Lakes. Fabian takes the snap, hands off to Murcia. Murcia tries to go off tackle, runs into a pile and gets tackled from behind after a gain of about 3. I didn't think he had that much.
I like that formation, and I'm not sure if you saw the block that Geladani just threw right there and flattened somebody. So I like that two backs in there. Let's see if they get back to that.
They're out of it now, as you have Lopez as a slot to the right. Geladani switches sides. Now motions out. It's going to be a swing to him. He's got some space. He's got 3 blockers. Runs up 1 blocker's back. Moves the chains and gets the ball just over midfield. 1st and 10, Pompton Lakes.
And we talked about some adjustments, what they're going to do there. Geladani, they had the little split out over there. They motioned out of the backfield empty. It's like an extended run play. Get him out there. 2 blockers, 2 defenders and him. I'll take that matchup all day.
Yeah, you want that to be a long handoff. Now Fabian keeps. He pulls. He's got room. He's got an opening. And picks up 15.
I just love the progression there. You got a little power inside, then you run Geladani out for a little extended run play, we like to call it, and then you come back with the quarterback. So keeping Cresskill off balance right now, Pompton using all of their weapons on this drive.
1st and 10, just outside the 35 of Cresskill. We're just a minute and a half into this third quarter, tied at 7. Pompton Lakes on the move. 2 receivers right. Murcia into backfield offset right. Back to pass is Fabian. Lofts it up. And it's picked by Connolly. Connolly's got room up the left side. Connolly across midfield. Cuts back in. Breaks 2 tackles. He's finally brought down by Justin Ungst.
Great play by Justin there, just making that tackle, the offensive lineman. But I'm sure if Coach Jones could get that one back, I'm not sure how many times you want to pick on Conley. He's a great offensive player, but he has been in position all day on defense right there. Obviously comes up with a big pick and then returns it to the 35-yard line. Here we go, Cresskill.
1st and 10, Cresskill now, just outside the Pompton Lakes 35-yard line, and the field is flipped just like that. Tight formation here by the Cougars. Motion out.
The penalty marker on the field.
And a false start the call. Reiner went in motion. I don't know who moved.
Well, I know that was one of the coaching points that Coach Aiello made at halftime for the offensive line. After the first 2 drives, they had 3 full starts. Another one there. So you got a lot of momentum there. You don't want to start at 1st and 15.
3 receivers right for Cresskill. Pass out to So.
Pass complete to number 86, Justin So.
Justin So picks up a couple, but they're still chasing the chains here. 2nd and 12 for Cresskill at the Pompton Lakes 42.
Yeah, great play by Christian Mercy, flying to the football, and that's what they did there. So, like you said, 2nd and 12 here. We'll see if this is 4-down territory, too, for Cresskill.
Still 3 receivers to the right. Max Reiner offset to the left, and all alone out there is Xavier Pensa. Lewin keeps, runs up the middle, picks up quite a few. He's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd and about 4 for Cresskill.
And here's their adjustment, though. They just went trips. They put Conley out over there. Pompton kind of is bumping him off the line, so they had another guy over, and then they just run quarterback counter, weak side. Great adjustment by Cresskill. And like you said, Pompton is aware of Conley 28 where he is. They put an extra defender over there. Cresskill just ran weak side on that for a nice play. Puts him up in a 3rd and 3. I would think this is 4-down territory.
Conley's going to take the direct snap. He's got 3 fullbacks. He's going to throw. It's up to Pensa. Pensa catches it.
Joey Connolly.
Depends how they spot it.
Number 11, Xavier Pensa.
He's close to the 1st down on the 26-yard line.
4th and inches.
4th and inches.
Yeah. Ball spotted
just outside the 25. We'll call it the 26-yard line.
Down.
Jake Lewin gets the play, brings it into the huddle.
8:16 and running. Big play here, 3rd quarter. Early 3rd quarter.
Unbalanced to the left, direct snap to Connolly. Connolly just bulldozes behind the pile and gets 2 yards. That's enough to move the chains.
And you say great play by Pompton right there on defense, only allowing him 2 yards. But when he's back there in that wildcat and that kind of unbalanced with the backs up right there, kind of hard for him not to get 6 inches. Picks up 2, gets a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line of Pompton Lakes. Lewin under center for Cresskill. Nick Giella in the backfield. Connolly is split to the right, toss to Giella. Giella takes it left. He's trying to get the corner, being run out of bounds. Shoulders off 1 tackle, shoulders off a 2nd. Finally brought down after a big gain. By Freddie Post.
And John, if you see what they did there too, they're running away from Conley. So, Pompton right now, they got kind of Pompton defensive staff on their heels right now. You want to put an extra guy to Conley's side, that's 2 big plays away from him.
Now look at the alignment of this 3 receiver formation And now in motion, and then backing up. It's fired out to Conley, and that's the easiest run he's had all day. Results in 6 points. Just a quick 6-yard reception. Nobody touches him.
And let's give credit to Cresskill. We talked about second half adjustments and what they're going to do. Put them in motion, sent them back. They had Pompton there, outmanned right there. And when you're outmanned and 28 Conley has the football, 6 points are going to go up on the board.
6:52 left in the third quarter. They're in the old school extra point formation. Conley motions. Now they're setting up to.
Number 2, Jake Lewin, the hold. And number 18,
Pequannock got banged for delay a game on this because they move out and back and out. Kick is up. And good.
Much better kick that time.
Colin Matisic is now 5 for 5 on the year. And Cresskill has a 14-7 lead over Pompton Lakes. These guys found new pages of their playbook at halftime and brought them out, and it made for a really fun first 5 minutes and change of this second half.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of different sets, a lot of different calls, and how easy to make that last one. Conley's your inside receiver. He backs up 2 steps, catches it behind the line of scrimmage, and just waltzes into the end zone.
Yeah, and right now, advantage third quarter, Cresskill with their adjustments. We'll see what Pompton does on offense, but let's give Coach Aiello a lot of credit right here. This is his first year as a head football coach. This is only his second football game. They're prepared. They have a game plan. They're executing right now, so kudos to him. When you take over a program and you're doing what he's doing against a team like Pompton, give credit to that coaching staff and Coach Aiello over there and the players.
Kick is close to the sideline, scooped up by Mason Garris. Garris runs it out to the 1. That's going to get backed up for a hold.
There's a penalty marker on the field.
Looking at Coach Jones over there shaking his head saying, we got to get out of this funk right here. They just had a great offensive set. We didn't have a great system there defensively for the last drive. Now we get, we're on a 24-yard line. Now if there's a hold, they're going to bring it back again. So not the way Pompton wanted to start here in the third quarter. Like I said, I don't know if they're thinking touchdown right now. 6:46, almost halfway through this quarter. They're thinking, let's get some first downs. Let's set ourselves up here, calm down, relax. We got some players, too. Let's get to our game plan.
That is marched off from the spot of the foul, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. A loss, really, of 20 yards for Pompton Lakes. They take over with 6:46 left in the third quarter. Fabian takes the snap, throws it out to Garris. Garris has a blocker, but he's run down from behind after a gain of 5.
Hey, good play for Pompton there. 5-6 yards, put us in the 2nd and 4. You just got to keep moving the chains right here. You just got to settle everything down. Cresskill's come out with the momentum. Pompton's kind of on their heels right now. Offensively, let's settle it down. Let's get a couple first downs. We'll get back in the game.
Let's get 4 or 5 yards a clip. Let's chew up some clock, and let's drive and wear their defense down. That defense got a big charge out of Connolly's interception, which set up his own touchdown. Rolling left is Fabian. Throws it up. It's caught by Garris. Garris loses it. Still loose. I think it's recovered by Pompton Lakes.
Complete. Mason Garris.
I think they're just calling him out of bounds. Pompton will keep the ball there. So big break for Pompton right there, John.
Ball is fumbled and down inside the 15-yard line.
So that comes all the way back after that reception. And now we're looking at 3rd and 6 from the 14.
And you want to talk about a big play, 5:54 here, remaining in the third quarter. You're on your 15, 14.5-yard line right here. Big play here for both teams.
You do not want to have to punt from your own locker room already chasing a score. 3 receivers right.
Cresskill knows that too.
Yeah. Cresskill wants him to punt. Fabian Tux tries to breaks one tackle, tries to break another, and he's brought down after a gain of 1 at the 16. It's going to be 4th and 4. And Pompton Lakes is going to have to punt. Coming up on 5.5 minutes left in this third quarter here on the Garden State Athletic Network.
Number 3, Nathaniel Verano in punt formation for the Cardinals. Back deep for the Cougars, number 28, Joey Connolly.
Nathaniel Verano back to punt. Perfect snap. Takes his time, rolls right, punts it, rolls. Connolly scoops it up at his own 47, and he's run out of bounds at the Pompton Lakes 40. Cresskill will take over 1st and 10 with 4:57 left.
And I'll tell you what, Connolly's showing up here now again. So big punt return there, catches the ball in some traffic, gets it off a bounce, returns it to the 41-yard line of Pompton. So you want to talk about another big series in this game right now. Creskill's up 7, 4:57 remaining in the third quarter. They got all the momentum right now on offense. Pompton needs to stand up on defense.
Kind of need to mention the snapper there because so much can go wrong. And that was junior Joey Alloy. College is already looking at him as a long snapper.
And you could see why with that rocket.
Lewin back to pass. He's going to be sacked. That's Unks finishing the job. And Lewin's down for a big loss all the way back to his own 46.
And when we talked to Coach before the game, who did he talk about? His captain, number 54, Justin Unks. And when you needed a big play right there, he comes up with a huge play, makes it a 2nd and 20 right now. That defense has to feel a little better about a 2nd and 20 right now after that last drive. And look who goes back to quarterback for Cresskill.
Yep, Connolly back there to take the snap. Lewin is lined up as the ex-receiver to the top.
Setting up a little double pass maybe down the road.
But they only have 10 on, so they're running on a late addition. Watching for the back judge's hand. I think they're okay time-wise. Conley takes the snap, runs it to the left side, turns the corner, and he's brought down by Mason Garris after he gets that sack back. Going to set up 3rd and 9.
I'm not sure if that late guy running on put them in an unbalance to the far side. I didn't see it, but it did seem like Pompton was not aligned correct to that. That's too easy when he's at quarterback position just to take the ball and doesn't meet a defender till you get 5-6 yards down the field. So I'm not sure if the late substitution did that or they were just misaligned before that.
I agree. Something wasn't right there. 2 receivers to each side for Cresskill. Turning upfield was the motion man, but Lewin's got space. Tux runs, gets into the open, and he's brought down finally.
Jake Lewin keeps the ball for the Cougars
at the Pompton Lakes 24-yard line, 1st and 10.
And listen, let's give credit to Creskill's coaching staff for their second half adjustments there. That was a little mix-up too, started rolling right. That was a planned run back to the left over there. But like I said, Coach Sal, what he's done here in year 1, this is game 2 after a tough loss to Glen Rock that they were tied up on here. These kids have come out battling in a tough environment at Pompton right here. So, like I said, 1st and 10 now on the 25-yard line. And this is a big series here. 2:39 clock running here in the third quarter.
2 receivers to the right. Counter, handoff to Reiner. Reiner runs a lot of east-west. We got a flag behind the play in the hold zone.
And I bet you he wishes he had that back. They were kicking out over there. That was supposed to be an inside little counter out of that reverse look over there. He bounced it outside where they were going to. On top of that, you get a hold. So instead of being possibly a 10-yard gain there, it looked like he had some space. Now you get a hold from the goals. Now they're going to be in a 1st and 20.
You watch that counter from afar. You think,
Yeah.
oh, they're trying to get it outside. That's a D gap. No, you want to get the hand off, plant your foot, and cut back while all the flow is chasing you to the outside.
Yeah, well, the guard was kicking out over there, so that's why it tells me that wasn't meant to go outside.
Connolly, the widest to our side. Lewin and Ryan are in the backfield. Lewin back to pass, rolls to his left, lofts one, falls between a whole bunch of people.
Lewin's pass intended for number 82, Nick Giello.
Brings up 2nd and 20.
And listen, Pompton, and you can see Coach, he knows right now how important this possession is for them on defense here to get them off the field right now. So, 2nd and 20 right now. Let's see how Cresskill plays this. Are they saying we have 3 downs to get 20 yards right now? I'm not sure if their field goal kicker is good from 30 plus, 35 plus. So, be interesting here how they play this.
Well, we're back to Connolly taking the snap. And Lewin outside, running it down. Connolly tries to turn it up. That time they're snuff it out.
Well, the line right that time. The last time they weren't aligned right over there. Like I said, I'm not sure if that late substitution who lined up at tight end, but they're set up over there. So you have to make it tougher for Connolly when he's just quarterback keep over there to the left.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and about 19, 20, just inside the Pompton Lakes 35. This a key down. 2 backs, 2 receivers left. Lewin takes the snap, floats back, looks for a pass, tucks and runs. He has space, makes a cut, and he's tackled by Ongst.
Jake Lewin keeps the ball for the Cougars.
Be 4th and 10.
Brought down by number 64, Ariane Marcelli.
With 1:09 to go
Gain of 11 on the play.
in the 3rd
Brings
quarter.
up a 4th down and 9.
And they're going for it now. So you could see what Coach Aiello told Jake over there. We're going to call a pass play. If it's not open, let's not make a mistake. And he used his feet here, made someone miss. Now they're in a 4th and 9. Manageable over there. They're on the 25-yard line, so kind of stabled it right there. Big play here for Pompton, see if they can get off the field.
Take what they give you. You take what they give you. Coming up on 35 seconds to go. Connolly wide right. Motions across. Fake handoff. Lewin rolls. Throws one up. He's got a receiver wide open. And a touchdown. Justin So, the senior.
I'll tell you what, great play call, too. I don't know if you've seen that. He ran a little post corner over there. Kind of released him inside. I'm not sure if there was a blown coverage over there, if he was supposed to carry him to that deep 3rd, but little post corner, wide open, put the ball on him. And I'll tell you what, let's give credit to the Cresskill coaching staff for their adjustments, what they've seen in the first half and what they've come out here in the 3rd quarter and have put up 2 touchdowns here with 20 seconds to go in quarter number 3.
Lewin to hold. Number 18, Colin Matesic, to attempt the extra point.
Snaps down, kicks up. Kicks good.
Good. And with 20 seconds remaining.
21-7 the score with 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. I think everybody, and I'll include myself in that, fell asleep on the thought of a receiver drift running across that deep. There was nobody near Justin So.
Yeah. Well, he started off on the right-hand side. He ran the post, and then he cut it back into the corner. So it was a little post corner here. Like I said, let's give credit where credit is due. This Cresskill coaching staff has made some slight adjustments here. What they've seen in the first half, they've used in it right here. Like, I didn't think one team was going to get up 2 touchdowns here in the 3rd quarter the way they went in. So give them credit. Now, pressure is on Pompton. Offense, what are they going to do? They I'm not saying they're going to have to score here right now, but That quarter moved very fast right now.
Yes, it did.
We're going to be one play. We're going to be into the fourth quarter. You're down 14 points in the fourth quarter. The way Cresskill is running the ball, Conley a quarterback, little short passing game. You know, this is a very big possession for this offense right now. I'm not saying you ever have to score points, but if they, they may need to score a touchdown here quick.
I'm not going to disagree with that. It's not panic time, but it's not that far off. Kick is up. Fielded by Garris. Garris takes it straight, follows blockers, has a lane. Gets it all the way out to just inside the 40 before he's brought down. Gives Pompton Lake the field position that they need.
And that's what you're looking for as a coaching staff right now. The last time we had it, we started on our 10. That shrinks your offensive playbook, especially in a 7-7 game. Now you're down 14. You got the ball on the 40-yard line. We're going to be one play. We're going to be in the fourth quarter. So that's a good start for them. And let's see how they carry through here.
I think you got to go right back to those quickies. Just fire out on those X screens. Hit the widest receiver off the line. Throw him a couple of blocks. Get him in space.
And I'll tell you what, next time I throw the ball, I may stay away from 28 Conley.
You think? Hand off to Geladati. And they are just coming up the inside of the Cresskill Cougars.
I love the call, though. I know it wasn't successful right there, but we're down 14. We're about to enter the fourth quarter. We're not going to panic. We're giving it to our guy inside the tackle. Great job by Cresskill right there stopping him.
We're going to the fourth quarter. 2 scores. Lift Cresskill to a 21-7 lead. We're here at Pompton Lakes on the Garden State Athletic Network.
Fans, just a reminder, the Pompton Lakes High School Athletic Booster Club is selling PLHS Football Championship T-shirts, priced at a reasonable $20. These beautiful shirts include the 16 state championship years and make for the perfect gift. To purchase your shirts today, simply see John at the kiosk near the refreshment stand. Go Cardinals!
Let's give a big shout out to the North Jersey Bucks, led by Ryan Donahue. The Bucks are making a major impact in our community, serving over 300 kids through basketball and soccer, even partnering with the NFL this upcoming spring. Ryan and his team are dedicated to creating opportunities for young athletes across North Jersey. The Bucks aren't just about sports, they're about family growth and giving kids a place to chase their dreams. Thank you to Ryan Donahue and the North Jersey Bucks for investing in the future of our youth. What's coming up for these teams, John?
Well, I'll tell you what, when you look at Pompton's schedule coming up, they got their hands full right now. They're down 14 in the fourth quarter to Cresskill. Next week, they're going at Glen Rock. Glen Rock just beat this team last weekend, tied late. They scored on a trick play, wound up scoring 2. So they're at Glen Rock. Then they got Waldwick coming here on 9/27, September 27th. Then they're going to Manchester.
2nd and 10. Fabian keeps. He was trying to throw to swing to Geladani. It wasn't there, and Fabian just tucked it, found the slightest of seams, and gives Pompton Lakes a new set of downs inside Cresskill territory.
I'll tell you what, he was a little different on that. There was no dancing on that. He was in trouble. I'm running north-south, get my first down. That's someone that's showing leadership at the quarterback position, saying, listen, he knows what's on the line here with this drive.
Fabian takes the snap, fires it out to Garris. They whistle it dead. It was a forward pass behind the line of scrimmage.
Not by much, John. Not by much. We're right on line right there. That wasn't by much.
No, not by. Let's put it this way. If I'm dressed in crimson, I'm saying that it's a forward pass.
Ball spotted at the
Cresskill, what do they have?
Well, Pompton, obviously, they're in a war here today. They're up 14. They feel good about it, but it doesn't loosen up anyway. Next week, they're going to North Arlington. After that, they got Manchester Regional going to them. Then, October 4th, they're going to Rutherford. Rutherford having a very good year again, very good program over there. Did beat Pompton 21-0 in week 1. Then they have Waldwick at Waldwick.
Does not get easier for either of these teams. Fabian hits Lopez underneath. Lopez shrugs off a tackle, fights 2 more, and twists and spins his way inside the 35 for a first down. with 11:15 left in regulation.
I like what Coach Jones is doing right here, right now. We don't need to get it all at once. Let's clear out a little, get it to our guy in the flat, let him catch the ball, yards after catch, yards after contact. He can do that for you.
Geladani with the run. He shut that. They are keying it. They have everybody on him as soon as he touches the ball.
Yeah, but they're doing a great job because you said, listen, if they're keying on Geladani inside the tackles, why can't we get this? Why can't we get this? They're kind of covering all their bases, Cresskill.
Right. Give it to him. Keep him fresh in their memory. And then throw. I mean, you've got an uncovered receiver out here. You have 2 covering 3 to our side.
Let's see if they check into a little state pass right now.
Back pedal off. Fabian does look left, throws it up, throws it out 2.
Well, they went with it was 3-on-2 over there. It took a little longer. It didn't even seem like they needed that right now. Let's see if Cresskill makes any adjustments to that formation.
I think what they did was they let the 3 receivers run the guys off. Let 2 of the 3 receivers run guys off, and then ran the out underneath that. I think they could have hit right off the bat.
And they've done that before.
Snap, throw, and get your guy in space with a blocker or 2.
Yeah, we've called that the extended run play. Let's get it to him right now, 3-on-2. Let them make a play.
2 backs. Fabian in the gun, hands off to Geladani. Geladani has a hole, runs through, he gets taken down, but he's got the first down at the 15-yard line of Cresskill.
I've said it a couple times. I like that formation right there. They're keying on him. Now they had the other back go and block that linebacker, give him a little more space, 10 yards first down, and here comes Pompton.
I'm not coaching the game. I would just stay in that because there's so much you can do out of gun 2 back.
Especially when your quarterback is a running threat like that, and he could throw the ball right now. So under center with 2 backs right now.
More of a traditional I. We've got 2 receivers to the right. Hand off to Geladani, stretches it out, has a block by Garris, gets close. He's down at the 1. 9:32 to go in regulation. Pompton Lakes positioned to get one of these scores that they trail back.
Now, John, I talked about it before. It's X's and O's and all these plays right now. We're talking about giving the ball to our best running back, giving him a fullback, running a block with him, and we're on a 1-yard line here, ready to make this a 1-score game with 9 minutes to go. Great answer by Pompton right now.
Back under center. I think it's the first I've ever seen him go consecutive snaps under center. Geladani, the only back, takes the handoff. Nice wham block by the wing. They're saying...
Did he fumble? Wow.
Oh, my. Yes, he fumbled going in, and it's a touchback, and that's a heartbreaker for Pompton Lakes.
Now, John, when you fumble and you're on the 1-yard line, that means you fumbled before the goal line. So, the ref was on that. I don't see much complaining from anybody on Pompton, so he had to fumble inside the 2 over there. We're kind of behind it over there, but wow, big play for Cresskill. And I don't want to say it's the nail for them. If they get a 3-and-out and get the ball back, they'll get good field position, but it's not time to hang your head for this Pompton defense. Let's make a stop and get the ball back.
In one move, Cresskill stopped the drive, changed possession, and got out to the 20. Handoff to Joyella, and Joyella gets 20 right there.
And you see it all the time. I don't care if it's high school, college, the NFL. After a big turnover right there, we're ready to score a touchdown, get our extra point field goal in. Now our defense is on the field. These kids are all playing every position. So now we're ready to score a touchdown, get in. Now I'm on defense, and now they just bust the run up for 20 yards. Now the pressure's off Cresskill right now.
And if you're Pompton Lakes, you needed to stop that a play ago.
Yeah. And listen, Creskill's saying right now, even if we don't get a first down and punt it, we're still field position is going to be on our side.
Giella takes it again in the backfield. Runs to his right, cuts it up, picks up 5.
And as a former coach, John, and you are too, I'm looking at the clock. 8 minutes and running right now. We have the ball 2nd and 5. I'm feeling good right now. We're talking ball security right now. I'm sure we're not going to see too many passes out in the flat where someone can pick it off right here.
7:45 to go in regulation. Cresskill with the ball and a 2-score lead. Knocking on the door of Pompton Lakes territory. Max Reiner in the middle of the scrum, pushes it forward, and that's going to be a first down at the Pompton Lakes 48.
First down, 7:26. Clock will start when it resets right now. You know, you want to talk about a fast-moving second half. We're going to be halfway through this fourth quarter right here.
At the Cardinal 48-yard line.
And you could see where momentum has gone right now, John.
Reiner still in the backfield. 2 receivers to each side. Lewin takes the handoff, hands it to Reiner. Reiner running almost straight up, picks up 7 yards.
Yeah, a little trap inside right now. So I'll tell you what, I said it before, Cresskill coach, first year. I've been there before in your first year. It's not easy to get everything in. They've had one game. You know, there's a lot of improvement from game 1 to game 2. I did not see game 1. Obviously, with Glen Rock, they were tied into the fourth quarter. Coach talked early about finishing. You want to talk about a second half that Creskill's had right now. They got a chance to finish right now. 2nd and 4, 6:28, clock is running. They're feeling good right now, John.
Reiner still the only back with Lewin. Connolly wide to our side. Handoff again to Reiner, goes to his right, turns it up to his left, and he's driven to the ground by Geladini.
Tackled by Raiden Geladini.
So you're at 3rd and 4 right now. Maybe time for Connolly again to get back at quarterback there. Under 6 minutes right here. A first down here. You know, I'm not sure if they're in 4-down territory. You probably want to make Pompton go, though. You know, if they don't get any yards right now, they'll probably punt it here, make them go 70-80, use some time. You know, time is against Pompton right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it's on Creskill's side.
Real tight formation here. You've got 3 backs offset to the right, and Connolly taking the direct snap. And he just follows his blockers. He's got the first and then some. Finally, he's brought down, but he's got it inside the Pompton Lakes 30 with 5:25 left in regulation.
John, I don't want to say I told you so right there, but you knew 28 was going to get the ball pretty soon, and there's really not much of an adjustment you can make there. They're in an unbalanced, now with the line, with their running backs. He's getting the ball. That's tough to stop.
You can, it is very tough to stop. It's old school football. It's hard-nosed football, and it works because it's tough to stop. And you're telling, this is where we're going, come stop me. And you're just punching him in the mouth with it.
And it stopped me from getting 3 yards to get the first down. That's all they wanted. They don't need a touchdown right now. We just want to get 3 yards, keep this clock moving, 4:51 clock moving.
Lewin takes the handoff, hands it to Reiner. Reiner's taken down in the backfield by Gabriel Araquipa.
You know, after this down, John, you want to talk about coaching and thinking ahead. You may want to use a timeout pretty soon, too, just because, you know, you could spike it on offense. You can control it there, passes right now. But 4:27, Cresskill is in no rush to get to the line and call these plays right now.
No, they're taking their time, walking to the line, walking to the huddle. 2 receivers each side, Reiner in the backfield. Lewin follows Reiner, strings it out to his right, picks up a couple, and is taken down by a back body drop.
And more importantly, stayed in bounds.
Stayed in bounds, and the clock is running with less than 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. And the Cougars leading 21-7.
Be interesting here, depending on how many yards they get on 3rd down. Do you go for it on 4th down, or do you punt it? And, you know, there's not a lot of room there. I guess it would depend on how many yards they get on this play to see what their fourth down.
I want to see what I get here. I might be tempted to try to field goal just to give my kid experience with the field goal. That might be a moot point as Connolly finds his way up the left, runs to space, shoulders over a couple, and gets the first down. 1st and 10 now at the 17-yard line of Pompton Lakes with 3:10 left in this fourth quarter.
And John, being an ex-offensive lineman, I always enjoy when you run the ball and you say, this is what we're doing. 28 is our guy. He's getting the ball. We're going to run the ball on 3rd and 9 and get a first down, and we're going to put this game away with our guy.
We're running right here. Lewin under center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Lamb.
Lamb, the ball carrier for the Cougars.
Lamb picks up 5, 2nd and 5.
And that's the more conventional unbalanced line. Center, guard, tackle over to the right. We're just going to run power. We're 2nd and 5 right now. Look at the clock, John. We're at 2:28 in the game.
I wish I had noted what time the second half started because it has not taken a lot more than 24 minutes.
I think there's only been 2 penalties, and one was on the kickoff, and then we had he jumped the Cresskill line, so maybe 2 or 3 penalties.
Yeah, 2, maybe 3. You had a hold on a kickoff.
Yes. Jump on the offensive line and a hold.
I think there was one other hold. I think there were 3. Lewin again under center, hands it to Lamb. Lamb gets his way to the middle. It's almost like they're trying to get to the center of the field just to try to field goal and get the experience, the way he cut that back.
As a coach, I don't know if I would kick the field goal right now. I'm going for it because we're at 140 right now. Pompton has chosen not to take their timeouts right now. You got to score twice. So what I'm saying to you is we're going to run 2 more plays. You're going to get the ball with 50 seconds, and we're going to be up 2.
Yep.
If we get the stop.
Right. And Lewin keeps it, fakes the handoff. He bootlegs left, and he's going to tuck it in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown with 1:12 left.
John, great call. Bootleg there. Nobody's expecting it. We've gone unbalanced. Give credit to Cresskill, Coach Aiello. What a great job they've done. And like I said, what makes it more impressive to me, this is game 2 for a first-year head coach in his program. Give that staff all the credit. Pompton came out here. They've battled. They made it down there. Unfortunate they had a bad fumble right now, but 27-7, extra point coming up, 1:12 on the clock. Cresskill has kind of put this game away with that touchdown.
Kick's good.
Extra point is good.
28-7 with 1:12 left.
High School Cougar 28. Pompton Lakes High School Cardinals.
Everybody wholesaled to the fake, and he just tucked it and took it to the left-hand side.
I say that all the time, though. Everybody went with the fake. Well, they didn't run a bootleg all game. They've just went from their 40-yard line to our 15-yard line by unbalanced, wildcat. We could call it wildcat. There's really no faking out of it.
Really no.
It's like quarterback. It's like wing. It's like one-back football.
Wing.
Yeah, it's single wing football. I'm getting the ball. I got 3 blockers. I'm running. So I know what you say. The coach will say, defensive end, you got to stay home. You stay home. Well, they're gashing us to the unbalanced. Everybody starts cheating a little. They're 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. I wasn't thinking bootleg there.
I had no. Yeah. There was no. I never thought I would see that play.
3rd and 3. We got 2 downs to get 3 yards and game's over.
Right.
You know what Coach said? We're going to end this right now.
Right.
We're going to end this right now. We're going to bootleg out of it. So, listen, I don't know Coach Aiello. He's friends with Jason Acera, who was the head football coach at Bayonne High School, who I worked with for a couple years. So, speaks very highly of him. Coach Acera speaks very highly of him, says he's a good guy, great coach. I'm very impressed. Like I said, this is not year 6 or 7. This is year 1, week 2. Coming up to Pompton, a tough place to play against a good football team, and you're up 28-7 with 1:12 to go in the game.
Long kick. Fielded by Sean Daly, and Daly stopped just outside the 30 at the 32. You also had a long bus ride. It's not a short bus ride here from Cresskill.
Yeah.
And you're playing on a Saturday, which most teams are used to Friday nights anymore.
I'm sorry, and also this is a 2 o'clock game because high school SATs were this morning.
Yes.
So I'm sure some students on both sides were involved in the SATs. So, like I said, first half very tight. There was some adjustments made by Cresskill that really benefited them. And obviously, when you get the fumble on the 1 yard line going in, that's devastating for a team.
That was the game right there. Fabian in the backfield. Geladani to his left. Hands off to Geladani. They had trouble connecting. Geladani's tackled for a loss.
Braden Geladini, the ball carrier for the Cardinals.
That Cresskill defense is jumping around. They feel good. And, John, they should feel good. You know, to hold this offense to 7 points, and they got a big turnover down at the goal line. So they've played great today. A little bend early, don't break. But, you know, they're bouncing around right here, and they should be. And their coaches should be proud of them for the effort that they gave today.
Second and a long 11, 35 seconds to go. Pompton Lakes with the ball just outside their own 30. Hand off to Geladini again. He goes left, tries to get something, runs it out, takes a couple of hits. He's out of bounds after picking up 3. Clock stops. Be 3rd and 9 with 24 seconds to go.
You want to talk about, you know, tale of two halves here. Cresskill, you know, in their second game, second half, they seem to find a couple things that they like, and I do think Conley gives them a lot of options over there, but that offensive line did a great job today. I mean, for both quarterbacks.
And Lewin did a great job
Absolutely.
at quarterback.
That's what I said, both quarterbacks. When they put Conley there, but Lewin did a great job with his arm, extending some plays, making plays. No bad decisions that he made.
Tackled in the backfield is Jace Knoll, the junior.
Number 20, Jace Knoll, the ball carrier for the Cardinals.
10 seconds left in regulation. We'll see if Pompton Lakes runs another play, and they are not going to. The teams are assembling at the 50-yard line to shake hands. And that's a final, 28-7, 28 unanswered points by Cresskill. And they even their record at 1-1. Pompton Lakes falls to 1-2. Really, the game we expected, though, was a slugfest.
Yeah, and listen, that turnover there throws the game out of whack right there. Instead of it being a one-score game at that point, turns into a three-score. The way this game was played, 28-7 is not indicative of this game that we watched here today. But coaches will say it. That's what a turnover will do for you, especially that turnover. You know, that turnover was bad. If he fumbled on a 3 and they had to start from a 3, but you fumble in the end zone. So, like I said, we're getting ready to run our extra point field goal team out.
Right, my PAT team is up.
Yeah, and now we're on defense, and they get a 20-yard run the first play. At that point, game over.
If I'm giving them a 99-yard field, that's one thing. Both teams' big players did what we expected all day long. John, it's been great having you here.
John, great working with you. I'm glad to be here. It was fun. Always, listen, high school football on a Saturday, 80 degrees, sun's out, band's here. What's better than that?
Sign me up. Again, today's game was brought to you by North Jersey Bucks. Let's give them a big shout out. They're led by Ryan Donahue. The Bucks are making a major impact in our community, serving over 300 kids through basketball and soccer, even partnering with the NFL this upcoming spring. Ryan and his team are dedicated to creating opportunities for young athletes across North Jersey. The Bucks aren't just about sports, they're about family growth and giving kids a place to chase their dreams. Thank you to Ryan Donahue and the North Jersey Bucks for investing in the future of our youth. 28-7 the final here for Cresskill. For John Rickard, our whole crew, this is John Kovach. Thanks for watching on the Garden State Athletic Network.